Hey everyone, it's Jacqueline. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, subscribe because I post a new video every single week. Zodiac signs have been around for a while now, but it didn't really become a trend, or it didn't become trendy to talk about zodiac signs until maybe like 2013, and there was like a bunch of memes that I would always see all over Instagram where it would talk about how the signs cope with stress, and then you would find yours and then that's how you cope with stress. But yeah, it became a big thing and then it kind of died down for a while, and now it's going back up, but instead of it being memes on Instagram, now it's TikToks. And I kind of know a little bit about my sign, but I don't know all the details, and I couldn't tell you anything about the other signs. I barely know anything about my own sign, so I thought it would be really cool if we did a YouTube video where I just do some research on my own zodiac sign, and then we can see if they are accurate, we can see if they're way off, or maybe it'll be so accurate that it knows me more than I know myself. And we're just going to be doing the basics today. I'm not going to be doing my rising sun or my moon sign. I don't know what those things mean. Okay, this website is costarastrology.com. I'm not sure if that's a good website to go to if you want to learn about your zodiac sign, but I'm just trying to have fun with it. I'm not trying to be too accurate. I just want to see what websites say about my sign. Okay, so let's get started. I am a Pisces. My symbol is a fish. I already knew that. February 8 to March 20. My birthday is March 1st. My element is water. Somehow both 5 and 50 years old at once. I feel like that's how I felt when I was younger. Like I always felt like, oh, I can be a kid, but I can also have like really deep conversations about life and blah, blah, blah. But I'm not sure if I'm like that anymore. Like, I genuinely feel my age. I don't feel younger or older. Thinks everything is a sign. Yeah, sometimes I do that. Like, sometimes I do think that everything's a sign. Like, if it's raining outside, I'm like, oh my gosh, that means that. And I'm also a big believer of jinx. So I feel like if I say something, I might jinx it. And I also believe in crossing my fingers. So when I really want something to happen, I cross my fingers, I cross my arms, I cross my legs, and sometimes I cross like my toes or something, because I feel like the more things that you're crossing, the more likely that you're gonna get what you want. Can't remember if they dreamt it or actually happened. This happens so much to me. I don't have crazy dreams. Everybody's like, oh, I had a dream that like a monster chased me and then I was like in Candyland and then somehow I ended up in the ocean. Those are not my dreams. My dreams are me going to school, doing my homework, talking to people, me hearing some drama, and then that's it. I wake up. Like, scarily accurate dreams, to the point where I'm thinking like, oh, whatever happened to that drama? I think about it and I'm like, wait, did I dream that? Did that not actually happen? Excessively romantic? Kind of. I think I could be excessively romantic if I allowed myself to. I think sometimes I kind of like hold myself back. Prone to fantasy? Sure. No boundaries? That is absolutely correct. I have no boundaries. I love talking to people about everything and anything. Nothing is too personal to me. You can tell me your darkest, deepest secrets and I will never judge you. I also tend to overshare a lot. So if we're talking about something, I feel the urge to just like blurt out everything. I only like do that if we're having a really deep conversation. So if you bring up that deep conversation, just get ready for me to tell you everything about my life. Is Pisces a good sign? If you're asking this question, you're probably a Pisces who's insecure. If you don't feel valued, it's not because being a Pisces is bad, but because society as a whole generally undervalues soft skills like intuition and sensitivity. Your challenge is to start viewing these things as talents instead of impediments. Wow. I've always thought that I had great intuition. Like, if I know I shouldn't be doing something, then I stop. And yes, I am also very sensitive. I feel a lot of emotions all the time. What is the personality of a Pisces? Describing a Pisces personality can be difficult because Pisces tend to evade distinction. Their behavior changes significantly based on who they're around. Pisces are just permeable membranes that pensively let things flow through them. They're cerebral sea sponges. They're boundless. They tend to dilute themselves with larger personalities to avoid having to form coherent identities. Most of the qualities usually associated with Pisces are internal processes that are difficult to observe from the outside. This is because Pisces are primarily inward facing. They're not self-absorbed, but they are absorbed in themselves. Ultimately, a Pisces wants to dissolve, to wrest themselves of a physical form and diffuse into everything they touch as love, to exist in the in the what? In the something layer that hangs just barely above the material. To live their life like a romantic poem. To understand that reality and fantasy are neighbors on the same infinite plane.
Wow.
Okay, let's go back to that first paragraph. So it basically is saying that I change my personality depending on who I'm with, and that if I'm with a larger personality, I tend to dilute myself to avoid having coherent identities. Okay, so this paragraph was not accurate at all. I feel like they were really off with this one. So I heard that a lot of people like to change their personalities depending on who they're with. Maybe it's because they want to fit in, maybe it's because they're insecure about, you know, what they're gonna say and they're trying to say the right things. I could not be more far from that. And it's not because I don't want to change my personality, it's because I can't. I will try to be someone else and my body gets so burnt out, like I feel it. Like I feel in my body saying like, what the heck am I doing? This is not me. This is not something that I say or do. It just makes me feel so uncomfortable because I know, like, maybe those people don't know what my personality is, but I know what my personality is. So like I laugh at myself and I'm embarrassed and I'm like, what are you doing? So when I'm around anybody, it doesn't matter who it is. It doesn't matter if it's my mom, my friend, my boyfriend, my dad, my cousins, it doesn't matter who I'm around. I'm the exact same person. Maybe I'll be a little bit more shy with people that I've barely met, but that's normal. Like everybody gets shy. I'm always going to give you what I would give someone else. And that's just because I just find it so draining trying to be someone else. I find it draining to fit into someone else's personality. Okay, and those other two paragraphs just basically said that I am inward facing, so I'm not self-absorbed, but I am absorbed in myself. I am going to agree with that. I think that they're very accurate with that. Lately, I haven't been really in tune with my emotions. Like I haven't been reflecting or really absorbing every emotion that I'm feeling. I'm working on it, but I feel like if someone were to tell me that I am the kind of person that analyzes every single emotion, then I would say that's correct because I used to do that a lot and I feel like it is in me to do it. It's just that like I'm having a little trouble right now trying to analyze some things, but I know it is in me. I know I love to do those things. I love to sit down with someone and just let's talk about emotions, let's talk about why we feel this way, what's going on, blah, blah, blah. What are Pisces' weakness? The true Pisces weakness is that they're often the cause of their own turmoil. They're a little bit addicted to melancholy. They want to feel things intensely, and there's a poignant side to sorrow that Pisces actually find pleasurable. They would rather marinate in a voluptuous pit of despair than have no feelings at all. The search for heart-rending emotional experiences sometimes causes Pisces to seek out situations that are subconsciously self-defeating and then paint themselves as unwitting victims. This is so
accurate.
Oh my god, that was like scarily accurate. Because like, okay, a lot of people say that they avoid their emotions, they don't like talking about it, they convince themselves that everything's fine. But for me, I victimize myself all the time in my life. Whatever it is, I will force myself to be sad. I will force myself to feel emotion. Even if I'm having a really good day, like I'm super happy, I always feel like there's something wrong. Like, why am I so happy today? I feel like I should be sad. I need to let out something. So like I'll sit on my bed and I'll play sad music and I'll just start crying. Why? I don't know. Apparently, according to this website, I do it because I find it pleasurable, and I agree with that. Every time I cry, I feel so good crying. I feel so good when I can feel emotion. I hate feeling numb. I hate like pushing off feelings. I love letting everything out. Who is a Pisces soulmate? There is tension between what Pisces need in a partner and what they want. They want a love that overpowers them. They want to be whisked away on some romantic pleasure cruise. They need to know that it's okay to be sculpted by love, but that there has to be something definite, some hard wire underneath all that malleability. Love is not a complete absence of a self or a full dissolution into someone else. The right partner already knows this and encourages Pisces to build rudimentary walls. The right partner is rooted in reality while still being susceptible to romance. friends. The right partner is comforting without being boring. Okay, I feel like I didn't really absorb this, so I'm gonna kind of read it again, but a little slower. They need to know that it's okay to be sculpted by love, but that there has to be something definite, some hard wire underneath all that malleability. So I think what it's saying is that I don't have to be like fully dissolved into someone else. Sometimes I do need to be my own person. I like my personality to be shaped by another person, but I need something that's like solid in a relationship, something that I know will never change, something in myself that where it's like, yeah, you change throughout relationships, but you still need to know who you are as a person. I think that's what they're saying. I don't know. But yeah, I think what I tend to do is I put me and my partner as one person. Like I see us as one person, which some people could be like, oh, that's so cute. But then other people would be like, yeah, that's really bad. You need to see yourself as a separate person, two separate people that are just going through life together. Pisces are generally good at making friends. They find it easy to relate to most people. That is true. Pisces are loyal in their own way. They'll send a text saying, I'm here if you need to talk, right as their phone dies. They're always there to listen. It may be difficult for them to not internalize other people's problems and make them worse in the process. They can be gossips, not maliciously, but because they're genuinely interested in other people's lives. Yeah, that's true. They vacillate between codependent friendships and needing lots of alone time. Friends can take this as a slight. As a slight what? I'm not kidding. They didn't even finish that sentence. Friends can take this as a slight. Okay, whatever. Was that accurate? I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask my friends if this is accurate because I feel like I don't know what kind of friend I am. I feel like I can guess what kind of friend I am, but I feel like the true answer comes from my friends. I would say I'm pretty loyal. I feel like I can be there for people. I don't think I would be the type of person that would say I'm here for you and then I'm not. It may be difficult for them to not internalize other people's problems and make them worse. I think that has happened a couple times where I'm trying to make people feel better and then I feel like I made it just a little bit worse. But I think I'm really good at listening and helping people analyze. I am not good at giving you solutions. So I feel like sometimes I try to give solutions and I'm really bad at it. So I feel like it just makes things awkward because I'm like, oh, well, maybe you can do this and do that and blah, 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 but I'm really bad at it. So it's difficult for Pisces to get angry until there has been a gradual, slow buildup.
Yes.
They're quick to dismiss small feelings of discomfort, blaming themselves and their own sensitivity. Oh my god, this is so true. Okay, when the situation finally erupts, it's messy and awkward and it's hard to understand where all this resentment is coming from. They expect others to be emotional mind readers. All of a sudden, they decide they actually weren't okay with things they initially said that were fine. And they respond with, but you should have known I wasn't fine. I need to read other signs because I need to know if everybody relates to every sign at some point, because I just feel like all of these are really accurate. Signs could easily say like, oh, you get easily angry, and I would have been like, no, that's not true. I don't get easily angry. But this is literally, if I had to describe myself, I would put it in these words. I would not change one thing about this. This is so accurate. I always let small things slide because I'm always trying to be super understanding and I'm always thinking like, oh, well, it's not their fault. Like maybe I'm just being dramatic, blah, blah, blah. I'm always trying to do that. But then it just like builds up and then I just like explode. I think it's just me thinking like, okay, I can't handle letting go all these small things. They've all piled up and now everything is just too much for me, and then it shocks the other person because they're like, oh, I thought you were okay with this. I thought this was fine, blah, blah, blah. And I thought it was at the time, but I didn't realize until now that I was just trying to like push it off, only to realize that it's all piled up in the end. Okay, this is the last category. What makes a Pisces happy? Pisces are happiest when submerged in something oceanic. Pisces experience an immeasurable amount of pleasure when they feel like they're being swallowed up by something larger than themselves. They enjoy the immersion of sensory experience, the feeling of sand beneath their toes, the smell of a lover's skin, the music of a summer breeze. They like to feel like they're dissolving. Aww. Many Pisces like to be around other Pisces or other people they have a deep emotional connection with. true. I agree that like I always feel the happiest when I feel like free. When I feel free, I get like emotional. Feeling free is releasing all of my emotions and just like, I don't know, like it said, like feeling the sand, feeling the breeze. I love the ocean so much. That's why I prefer summer vacations over winter vacations, because I just love the beach. I love the heat, love the sand. I love being in water. And that's because when I am at those places, I do feel free, and I love doing water activities. I love being on a boat. I do parasailing every time I go on my vacations, and I also like to do zip lining because I feel like it's just like really freeing. I love to feel like free, like wind in my face, blah blah blah. It is easy for Pisces to lose themselves in other people. Creative work grounds them. Pisces must learn that a main contributor for their happiness is finding an outlet for their creative expression. Hey, this is YouTube where I'm putting out all my creativity out.
So that is true.
Pisces are always looking to the future, and they always have hope. They don't dwell in the past too much. They put things behind them and move forward. I try to move past things and move forward, but I do live in the past a lot. So I'm not sure if that one was accurate, but they did get the part right where it says that I do focus on the future. So even though I kind of live on the past, I don't let that affect my future. Like, I know it's in the past, I just can't let it go. Yeah, they did get that right, where I guess I don't dwell on it too much. I do dwell on it, but I guess not too much. So yeah, that is the end of the website, and I guess I'm gonna stop here because I didn't think it was gonna take that long to go through just one website. I was gonna go through like 3 websites and like compare them, but yeah, that took me, I think it's been like an hour. I've been reading it for like an hour, so yeah, we're just gonna stop here. So I guess I'm gonna give it just this website, because I know that other websites and even books about astrology or like zodiac signs could be way more accurate than that one. That could have just been like some page that someone made. I don't know if it's by a professional that actually studies astrology or zodiac signs. But I'm just gonna give that website maybe like a 7 out of 10 for accuracy about me, because there were a lot of things that were true. Like, there were some things that were scarily accurate that I would give like a 10 out of 10, but there were also maybe like 2 or 3 things that were not accurate at all. Like the part where it said I changed my personality around other people, and saying that I'm here to talk when really I'm not. So you know what? I think if those are the only 2 things that they got wrong, then I'm gonna give it like an 8 out of 10 instead. I feel like 7 out of 10 is a little bit too harsh. So yeah, we're gonna give this an 8 out of 10. Overall, it was really cool to just read about my sign, see what they're saying about it, see if it matches up. I feel like another really cool video idea for my zodiac sign would be like if I react to TikToks that are about Pisces, or just look at those old memes that used to be on Instagram about the signs, and then I'll see if those are accurate. Something that's like a little bit more casual and for entertaining purposes, because sometimes those posts and those TikToks are kind of funny. All I ever see about Pisces is that they're emotional, and you know what? I'm okay with that because it's true. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know if you want more YouTube videos about my zodiac sign, if you want me to learn more about it, or if you have any recommended websites that you think are more accurate than the one I just read right now. Leave them in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.